Derek Draper's health problems in full after COVID, organ failure to muscle wastage. Although Kate Garraway's husband Derek Draper no longer has coronavirus, it had a devastating effect on his body and left him with a number of serious health problems. Kate Garraway's husband Derek Draper has spent the last 12 months in hospital after contracting coronavirus in March 2020. The ITV presenter has been open about the complicated battle the family had to go through over the last year, as all they can do is wait by his side while Derek fights for his life. Although Derek no longer has coronavirus, it had a devastating effect on his body and he now has a number of serious health problems. He suffered multiple organ failure, and sustained damage to his liver and pancreas. The battle with the virus also left him with clots in his lungs, holes in his heart, and made him diabetic. He's also undergone a tracheotomy. Derek first fell ill back in March 2020, and was admitted to hospital on March 30 after his breathing worsened and he tested positive for coronavirus. He was taken to intensive care and placed in an induced coma 4 days later. Fast forward a few months to June 2020, doctors withdrew the drugs that were inducing Derek's coma, but he did not regain consciousness, leaving Kate and the family in limbo as they waited for him to wake up. The 53-year-old uttered his first words in October 2020, but unfortunately, it was to mouth the word pain when doctors had been moving his body and asked whether it hurt. Derek was unable to move his arms to show the nurse where he felt the pain. Kate was on a call with him at the time, and in a moving new clip from her ITV documentary, Kate Garraway, Finding Derek, the Good Morning Britain presenter admitted she did not react, but after the call, she burst into tears. Overcoming his mental state. Derek is believed to be the country's longest surviving coronavirus inpatient, and despite having his wife as a constant source of support, being stuck in hospital for the last 12 months has had a huge impact on his mental state. Kate said in the documentary, while in many ways, Derek is showing signs of improvement, his mental state is worryingly unpredictable. In a heartbreaking moment, Derek is seen sitting in his hospital bed as he tells Kate on FaceTime, "Kate, there's no way out. There's no way out. I've got to the point where I just think F it. Just F it." Kate asks, "As in die?" And he replies yes. The Tally star remained firm and urged him to stay positive and think about how things will be once he gets to come home. Overcoming organ failure. Derek, who is a trained psychologist and psychotherapist, is still dealing with kidney failure, pancreas and heart failure, as well as damage to his liver. The former lobbyist also has holes in his lungs from bacterial pneumonia and has been fighting off several infections. He might be doing a lot better than 1 year ago, but doctors are still unsure about when he can return home. Speaking about the prospect of bringing him home at some point, Kate told the Mirror, "Derek will need professional expertise because we don't want Derek to regress, we want him to progress, and that demands specific skills. So it's a question of looking at the best way forward." Back last June, they said it could take up to 2 years for us to know his true future. The more that he has done for him now, the more therapy to help him improve, the better his chances of having a life really, and the less support he will need long term. So that's my goal at the moment, once I can get in to see him, to try and work out the best way to help him to the next stage.